Alrighty. What's up?
Jello, man.
Yeah, I know. It's the small elephant in the room. I tore my ACL, LCL wakeboarding. Yeah. At least it's kind of a cool story. I was only doing it for like 10 minutes though before it happened, so it's all gonna be fine. Yeah.
I broke my arm snowboarding on the first run down the hill.
Yeah,
so
it's always, yeah. I mean, it's better than like stepping off a curb.
Yes.
You know, at least you have a kind of, you just kind of sound cool.
Yeah, I pulled my back out like sneezing and shit.
Exactly.
So that's,
yeah.
You're good.
Sneezing is dangerous. I always say, like, when you're driving and you sneeze, you, like, all of a sudden don't know what's going to happen.
There's like a second or two where,
you lose complete control of your body. Yeah.
I
know.
So wakeboarding, that's cool.
Yeah.
You got that going.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So what surprised you the most, like, from, I don't know if you've seen, like, just seeing it on screen?
You know, it's like, we do so much crazy shit in this show that on paper it's one thing, but then when you actually physically see it on the screen, it's kind of mind-blowing. I mean, the pilot episode, I'm definitely jerking off, and then you see it happen on the screen, and it's like, oh, grandma's gonna see this, you know. So that's pretty, yeah, shocking. Yeah.
Can you tell your family not to watch specific parts or anything, or they're
Just as a quick follow-up to that, in terms of how certain characters were portrayed, maybe your fellow cast members, that when you read it on the page, and was there anything...
On the page, and then you see what an actor's interpretation is of it. Like Wolf, for example, Derek's character, it's written as much more interesting than what it was just on the page, and that was cool to see.
Later on in the season, do you get to be a little bit more physical? I mean, I know he's more of a badass.
Yeah.
Was that daunting for you? I mean, I know you've done this. Were you at all kind of daunted about that comedy part of
I mean, yes and no. It was definitely, I've never done it before, and I was nervous that I had to be funny, but the truth is, like, it's just in the writing, and you just act it, and we had great writers, and they really got the character and the world, so yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Can you talk a little bit about just the whole time period thing?
I liked being in the 80s. It's definitely my least favorite decade personally.
That's a follow-up. You know, our site is originalnerd.com. It's something you nerd out about, but you might be surprised to hear. What exactly drew you to this part?
You know, I had a small role in The Disaster Artist, and that's where
It's definitely not based on anything else, it's very different. Can you talk about how they weave that together with all of the,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we definitely use a lot of like heavy sci-fi references, and we use a lot of those tropes from the...
How do you sell this to people who have never, don't know what's about?
Yeah, I mean, I think that in my mind, I just say Seth Rogen, Evan Goldberg, time travel, action comedy. We have to stop the cure for herpes to save the world. And then people are like,
Stay throughout the season, not just we're going to solve this in the next one.
Again, I can't give too much away, but really nuts.
Can we say it's the gift that keeps on giving?
It's the gift that keeps on giving, yeah.
great.
It was probably, I think after Catching Fire came out, I was home for Christmas, and
where is home?
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I was back there, and it was like the day after Christmas. I was having dinner with my grandparents, and there's a ring of the doorbell, and I go to the front door, and it's like two like young, probably 12, 13-year-old girls with their mom, and they're wearing like full, like my face was all over their clothing, and their like cell phones had my face on the back, and I was like looking at like a bunch of weird mirrors pointing at myself.
And wait, I'll give you this straight. It's like two 13-year-old girls, whatever, and their mom?
And their mother, yeah.
And
yeah.
where did they come from?
Chicago. They had driven down like 6 hours. Yeah.
They drove...
Was it you?
Oh, yeah, she's here.
You? You following me?
Yeah,
No.
she's here.
But yeah, they literally drove down thinking like, he might be home for Christmas, let's see if we could get him. And they were right, I was, and it was like a weird moment where I didn't know how to react because I felt bad that they'd driven all this way to just meet me, which is like whatever, and then like they were crying and I didn't know like if it was my fault and I didn't know how to react, and so I just...
It was your fault.
It was completely my fault.
But
so,
also,
yeah.
what's the mom? The mom drove them.
Yeah, it was actually, recently I was shooting in Cincinnati again, and we were filming kind of close to where I was from, and I was staying at this hotel, and one morning I came out to my car to drive into set, and there was like a mom and her 2 kids. Again, it's like a typical thing that happens, I guess. Right. And they were sitting there by my car, where like they're just waiting for me. And I get there, and the mom starts crying, and she's like, "You don't know what we've been going through." And I'm like, "I'm so sorry." And the kid's like, "Mom, stop crying." And then the mom was like,
the kids are showing reason, and the mother's crying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But then and the mom was like, "I'm so happy this is over." I'm just like, this just got really dark all of a sudden. It's a weird.
It's over now.
Yeah.
It's all over.
Yeah. So that was. Who gets a job working at this pizzeria from the '80s? That's a big role. They've had Jim Henson Studios create these puppets. The audiences are in for a ride.
Tico. Horny. I mean, I wasn't.
Why did you even bring that up? No one asked.
Guys, but you've been doing it for so long, and I didn't want to come in here and ask you the same questions that everyone has been asking.
Appreciated.
So I'm kind of turning it back. It will give us something completely different.
The problem is we literally know everything about each other. So I don't ask a lot of
sit with each other
and
laugh.
Yeah.
Tickle each other.
Yeah, tico. But
play that game.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, I literally, I cannot think of a question to ask.
Did you sleep good last night?
Yeah. Was last
good.
night fun? Did you end up going to the after party?
Yeah, no.
You didn't?
I did for like 20
I didn't
minutes.
know. I didn't know. You did go to the after party?
It was really cool building.
Okay.
Good attempt.
Yeah, it was a long shoot. We shot for almost a year, the 2 movies interchangeably. And then we wait for about a year until we closure, because we were just excited for the fans to see it. When we held each other, the last night.
Yeah. Us
Me,
3 and Woody.
Josh, Liam held each other like puppies.
There's a picture of it somewhere.
No. There's a picture of us bed. I mean, it's hard to say bed
Yeah,
and
the rap
have it
party
not sound
one.
scandalous, but it was, everybody was
right.
clothed and it was emotional and sad. It wasn't horny. I mean, I wasn't horny.
Right now,
We should probably leave it there.
Hutcherson, we were just talking, reminiscing. Is this the end of Joshifer? If you never hear Joshifer again, are you going to be a happy person?
I don't really care.
You're like, I'm good either way.
Keep saying it, don't keep saying it, whatever. I don't really go online anyways. It's not the end. It's never the end. It's only the beginning.
Well, now that you don't legally have to be around her in the future,
It's true, I don't.
what can you say that you've never said before? Get it off your chest, man. This is your opportunity. Say all the crappy.
It's too soon. We have a whole press tour to do together. I can't quite get there. At some
you
point,
will at some point.
At some point, you will know. Yes. Yeah. We won't have a camera, but you will know. No.
Fair enough. Do you feel like we talked about the end of this franchise, and Suzanne clearly has told Katniss's story. Do you think they would extend this to another time period, a different character? What's your vote on this?
I mean, I would vote yes, selfishly, because I want to make more movies with these people.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely a chance if they did something else that we wouldn't even be in it, so that would be a bummer and probably pretty torturous, actually. For the sake of the stories in the book, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a tough decision, and it would have to be something that Suzanne really wanted to do, that she really clearly had this other part of the story she wanted to tell. I don't think it should be influenced by corporate greed or by any kind of that sort of thing. I think if
Suzanne will let that happen.
Yeah,
right?
I don't think so either. Yeah.
Who ugly cried the most at the end? Where was the wailing coming from?
Francis.
And it was
really surprised. Yeah, I was just like, Francis is crying? I didn't even know he had tear ducts. That's insane. Like it was just like something that was so. I understood because and unexpected too, because he started talking, and it kind of just came on. I was like, that's so beautiful and shocking and a little scary. Like I don't know what to do. Yeah.
Dad, what are you doing? No.
The first time you see your dad cry, it's just like, I don't know how to handle this.
Did you get emotional because of that a little bit, or were you okay?
No, I definitely got emotional. I mean, it was it's sad. It's like a sad finish. I mean, we're all really close and we're gonna see each other all the time, obviously. But it's like being on set with someone is different. You're with them 12, 14, 16 hours a day for months on end, and for us, an example, years on end. So there's a certain closeness that you have that you're not going to have anymore. So that's.
You guys are going to vacation every year for a few months,
and
do
reunions and everything. Yeah. We'll figure
along with it.
Together. There it is. Do you guys plan this before you get out? She's got to look her on the shoulder. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the last Megan. Excuse me.
Come on, Josh, dance! You can dance! Yes!
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the Cooper Girls. Going at 140 beats per minute. Good job, ladies. Who's ready for the next quarter? Some celebrity basketball makes. Heinzen looking for two. Denied against the foul. Miller up for three. Hutcherson brings it down.
Let me know when I can go.
On the streets, just off. Geo rebound, looking for a man. Oh!
Box out, Manny.
Second shot, just off. Streets over. Hutcherson. Some noise for T.O. and Romeo Miller, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you later on in the game. Hutcherson passes it off. 28-9, 28-9, 6 minutes left in the half. That is good. Hutcherson bringing it down. Manny, how you feeling? You good?
Oh, come on, Josh.
Josh, you are fuego right now. Keep at it. Anderson is checking the chin. Fans, you guys are crazy tonight. Make some noise for your fans, LA. You guys are on it. You guys are on it. Moore's loving you guys right now.